According to a recent WorkLab survey of U.S. professionals over the age of 40, 60% of people said that they had experienced ageism in their professional lives. In your job search, age discrimination can occur at any stage. You may see it in the language that the company uses to post a job ad, any resume screening practices, your interviews, and salary negotiations. I'm Lori Cole, certified career coach and advisor with iHire, and I've got some job search tips and strategies for older workers to combat ageism and age bias. How do you age-proof your resume? Well, your resume is the right place to start because it's usually your first impression to employers. So let's talk about the things that should not be on your resume because there are a lot of easy changes that you can make. Remove dates and details for positions that you held over 15 years ago. Your resume is your marketing document and it does not have to be an in-depth timeline of jobs and schooling. A lot of people think that, but it does not have to be that document. Keep your graduation dates off the resume unless you've earned a degree in the last 5 years. If you're in doubt about any of this, schedule a time with one of our resume analysts. They are happy to answer any questions that you have, and they can certainly help you. Your contact information is important to have, but use it sparingly. Use only one telephone number, ideally your mobile number, and make sure your voicemail message is professional. Also, trim down your address to the city, state, and zip only. No need for your street address. What about software programs and skills? Remember WordPerfect? It was really popular in the early 90s, and I remember using it, but it's not a software program that I would boast about on my resume. Don't talk about software programs and skills that are no longer relevant. Speaking of out-of-date programs, Hotmail and AOL email addresses fall into this category. If you're using an old AOL or Hotmail email address, that might be telling the employer that you're not very tech savvy. Make sure your email address doesn't include a year that could date you, like your graduation date or your age. My advice would be to set up a brand new Gmail or Outlook email address dedicated to your job search. You don't want to miss anything in those emails that are coming in. And if you have an older account, you know you get a lot of spam. I see a lot of resumes with headshots and graphics, and that is a big no-no. It won't go through the applicant tracking systems, and it's just not done. Unless you're looking for an acting gig, then it's perfectly fine to include your headshot with your resume. How do you age-proof yourself during a job interview? The key to overcoming age bias during an interview is maintaining your confidence. You may walk in and the interviewer may act a little bit surprised when they meet you because they're expecting somebody a little bit younger. They may ask you questions to try to guess your age or determine how much longer you're going to be in the workforce. So prepare for this type of situation. Don't get caught off guard and just remember to keep your cool. If interviewers ask about your age, whether directly with questions like, how old are your kids? Or when did you graduate? Be prepared to respond tactfully and redirect the conversation back to why you're a great fit for that job. How do you market yourself? Have you ever thought about the fact that during a job search, you're actually marketing a product and you are that product? So having a killer marketing plan and a great resume is one of the best job search tips for older workers. Be intentional about how you present yourself to employers and future coworkers at interviews and networking events. Also, make sure you're active on social media, but keep accounts like Facebook and Instagram locked down and private. Employers use LinkedIn, so make sure that you're on LinkedIn, you have an active account, and it closely reflects the information on your resume. That will show that you're tech savvy and you understand the importance of an online presence. Focus on your relevant experience, not your entire career, and emphasize your flexibility, your desire to learn and grow, and your collaborative attitude. You have a lot to bring to the table and a very unique perspective, and you will add diversity to the team. Don't lose sight of that. For more ways to age-proof your job search, check out our job search checklist for baby boomers in the iHire Resource Center.